Hello. Give me a second. No, it should have restarted. There it goes. This is the right one. I don't know what's wrong. Because I can't I need to see it, and then I can tell you what's wrong. And maybe help you try to fix it, but I have to be able to see it. Because my end has everything, I think, being okay. It just has the video and doesn't have the rest of the screen. Oh no. Um, when's the last is your YouTube need to be updated? That would be my question. I would check. Not now, but I would check. Because obviously you're chatting, so that window must be there. Can you see anybody else's chat? Anyway, this is the Natureverse 4.7, and I am your host, Nature Guy X46. I love all things found in nature, from the tiniest of animals up to the tallest trees. And today we're talking about the lesser flamingo. Now, last time we talked about the Indian flamingo, and today, or tonight, I should say, we're talking about a smaller and brighter cousin. Now, these guys stand around 2.6 inches to 3 feet, or 80 centimeters to 90 centimeters. They weigh around 1.5 to 2 kilograms, or 3 to 4.5 kilograms. They feed on a multitude of organisms, from blue-green algae to diatoms, small aquatic invertebrates, and rotifers, which is another pretty much microscopic animal. They build a typical flamingo nest, with females laying typically one egg that usually hatches after 28 days. These guys reach maturity at around 6 years of age, and they can live for up to 50 years. Now, these animals are basically found in eastern and southern Africa. However, they can also be found in smaller populations in western Africa, Madagascar, Yemen, Pakistan, and India. And typically, they're going to be breeding in alkaline and saline lakes, to salt pans, and coastal lagoons. If you don't know what a salt pan is, that's basically where water comes in. During the rainy season, it floods. Over time, it evaporates and that salt is left. Pretty sure that's what a salt pan is. But just in case I'm wrong, a salt pan is also known as a salt flat or saline flat, an expansive land covered in salts or other minerals. Typically, these form in arid conditions where water bodies evaporate, leaving behind mineral deposits. So, yes, exactly what I said. Oftentimes, these animals are going to wait for the seasonal rains to come in and then flood, and then they will build up their nest. That way, the floods can help keep the predators away, at least the terrestrial ones. Interestingly, males and females will feed their young a substance called crop milk. No, more like the Great Salt Lake. Because Bonneville wouldn't have had salt flats. It was way too deep. But yes, like the Great Salt Lake has salt pans. Exact same thing. So these guys, at least according to the IUCN Red Book, they are listed as threatened. And their trend is decreasing. Now, it is important to say that globally, their population is, nope, Bonneville, well, I don't know, but when I think Bonneville, I think of this huge lake that we're going to talk about at some point because it was a part of nature at some point. But yeah, there is Bonneville Salt Flats, but it's a part of the Great Salt Lake. So what happens is that area will flood. As it evaporates, it leaves behind the salt, and you have a salt flat. Their global population is around 3,240,000 individuals. Now, that is a lot of animals, but you got to picture at one time they would have been bigger. Overall, the population is facing habitat degradation as well as a decrease in numbers. There are at least 3 main breeding sites in Africa and 1 in India, but all populations are facing threats and require protection. Soda ash mining and hydrochloric facility plans are affecting breeding sites. Other problems include the introduction of a foreign brine shrimp to clean the soda of algae. There's also water pollution and collisions with electric wires. There is even one population in which they fear the birds are suffering from malnutrition. We created an artificial site in South Africa, and miraculously, the animals are breeding on it. There is another location where they're working at reducing collisions with power lines, and in other countries, they are creating sanctuaries for these birds. Now, since I have a global viewership, I'm expanding the countries in which I give zoos for. And I'm going to try to remember to do this each week. In Germany, they are home in 18 zoos, 1 in Belgium, 2 in France, 5 in the Netherlands, 9 in Spain, Hyde Chop 1543, 9 in Spain, 1 in the UK, 26 in the United States, including Cincinnati Zoo, Dallas Zoo, the Fort Worth Zoo, Honolulu Zoo, Memphis Zoo, the Oregon Zoo, and more, as well as one in Brazil, 4 in South Africa, and in Asia there is 1 in Hong Kong, 2 in India, 7 in Japan, 1 in the Philippines, 1 in Singapore, and 1 in South Korea. And of course, there are other countries and other zoos within the United States that I did not mention. Hi, Asset 87. Oh, hop. Oh, hop. Oh, hoop. 1543. I'm sorry. And Asset 87. Hello. I do have announcements that I need to make. Yes, I bet you I can. I do Rude Dude 89. It's really hard to see her, but she's up there. In fact, she's up there twice. How is everybody? I love birds and I love parrots. Toucans? Toucans are cool. I think I don't know. One of my favorites is the Harpy Eagle. Ah, I hate that. Where were they? Oh, and I need to make my announcement. Darn it. Cool. I have seen brown pelicans. They are very cool. So if you have not, if you don't know about my spooky channel, I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, they will. Yes, there is an umbrella bird. It's actually 3 birds in their genus. They are from South America, if I am reading right. So announcement that has to be made. So this is my announcement. And hold me out on this. I don't usually, on my spooky channel, give out the opportunity for second parts. That is a part 2 to a story. I've done it with one where the story was cut in 2, but this would be a complete part 2. People are asking for it. So if I write it, it will be a Friday, not a Monday. It'll probably be next Friday when I post it, not Monday. And that depends on how many people respond to the short that I put out. It is a longer video. I'm aware of that. Yeah. If you like action, I think this next one's going to have a little bit more action than the first one did. I haven't figured out exactly how to go about writing it, but yeah, it'll be a thing that happens, I think. Wow, we have only one person in live. That's pretty scary. Where did everybody go? I have 2 watching. So just carrying me through is in? Or did YouTube do a thing again? Uh lagged out or logged out? Oh no. Okay. I was just saying that on the Spooky channel, there is going to be possibly a part two to It Will Happen. The second part, hi, Auntie J. I'm not an auntie. Sorry, I'm an uncle. Um, just not your uncle. Um, yes, it has been requested that I do a part two to the story that's currently up. And it will be probably, if I do it, it'll be posted on Friday. Next Friday. No, this Friday. No. No. It'll be posted next Monday. Because I already have a story that I'm working on. So it'll be Friday. No, it'll be Monday. I'm sorry. My brain is a little bit mushed because I'm going from here. Currently not one either. Never will be. It would be really weird if I was, let me tell you. I haven't looked to see if I have any more comments on that chapter. Well, I can guarantee you that I'm not either. I can't prove it to you. Ooh, 22 subscribers, guys, on the other channel. Woohoo! That makes me so happy. Also, I am nice. It's on Facebook. Okay. Nice. I will check it out. So after this live, I have to film shorts for the other channels. The spooky channel shorts are up and ready to go. I have to do the video. I'll probably do the video for the main channel first, and then film the video for the other channel. Yes, it's on YouTube. I don't know if I have any other updates for you. I don't think I do. But if you have comments or questions that you want to send to me, you can do that now. And since I've been talking about the spooky channel, let me give you a link to it, because that's a thing I can do. Maybe. I have to find it. I am not responsible if you read a story and you have nightmares from it. I am not responsible. That's the link to the spooky channel. The thumbnails that go with them are not, some of them are not as scary as others. I can tell you that the last story is around, I think it's around I don't do Halo. But that's cool that you're into that. The last one ended up being 18 minutes and 22 seconds. I have to think of how I want the how I want things to go. That's interesting. I have the hardest time doing underwater viewing. Like the absolutely hardest time doing it. But anyway, does anybody have questions or comments for me? It can be about future plans for YouTube. It can be why this week has been weird on YouTube. You can ask me questions about myself, but if they're too personal, I'm not going to answer them. The next toy review on the Figure channel, you have to go and look, because there is a short, or there's a thing on the community page where I ask you to figure it out. And then that's another thing I have to do tonight. I will reveal the new animal. I'm not going to be telling people what the animals are from now on, because it's going to be a part of the whole. I want people to use the community page a little bit more and have a little bit more interaction with everybody. So that'll be on the community page, or on my community page on that channel. So the idea is for the community pages is for you guys on all of the channels to use it and take advantage of either the information that's being posted on it, or the polls, or whatever it might be. And they have fun. Also to get to know each other. That's the other part of it. It's as much, they are as much there for me as they are for you. I am going to be posting one of my monster drawings, I believe, on the Spooky channel tomorrow. If you've never been, yeah, that'll be Thursday. Yeah, you can, as long as it's clean, and as long as it doesn't take forever. Yeah, I'm excited for that one, because I know almost nothing about that animal. I know it's a big fish, but that's about all I know about it. If you have not done it, please give this live a like. It will be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, but there's a lot of regular old American catfish too. Several species, in fact. In fact, I don't even know how many species we have in North America. Probably tons. How many catfish species in North America? There are at least 45 species of catfish in North America. How many catfish species in South America? South America has over 2,000 different species. That's crazy. How many catfish in Europe and Africa? Okay, hold up. How many catfish species in Europe? Europe only has 2. How many African species of catfish? Yeah, only 2. And Africa has several hundred to over 3,200. And then there's a family of catfish that has 224, and another genus that has over 1,300. So that's kind of crazy. Nice. That's cool, zombie. Or that's cool, oh hop. Oh hoop. 1543. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a super lot. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, I forgot to ask. How many species of catfish in Asia? Several hundred. India alone has more than 300 species. Does Australia have native catfish? If so, how many species? Oh. How many species in Australia of catfish? And Australia is home to at least 41 species. Well, the problem is dogfish is a type of shark. I don't know of a dogfish species. Dogfish would be like a nickname for a fish. I would need the actual name for it. Because it sounds like dogfish might be like a local name for it. Is that bowfin? Or is it a catfish? Because the dogfish I know is a shark. Oh, that's crazy. Huh. Okay, hold on. Local fish. Local fish to me that is called dogfish and barks. Okay, that is bowfin. That is bowfin, is my guess. Does bowfin bark when it is in the air? They gulp. They're known to gulp air. So I would say, are there other species besides the bowfin in its family? Bowfin is the only remaining species within its family. They date back to the Jurassic period and include numerous extinct species documented in the fossil record. Now, there are supposedly two different bowfins. There's the ruddy bowfin and the emerald bowfin, which I did not know about. So that's what I can tell you about it. So that's one that could potentially be coming up. I don't know. At some point. I don't have a date for it. Right. So is it like a hive mind thing? Or is that just individually they get smarter? Also, coming up on this channel, they do bite, supposedly. The bowfin. And I think most people consider them um a junk fish. So our next live, very cool. Our next live, we are going to be talking about owls at 1 p.m. and eagles at 7 p.m. And then next Tuesday, we're doing sand dunes, or Saturday, sorry. Saturday is going to be sand dunes and rocky shore. We have we'll be doing a zoo to do on the Georgia Aquarium. And then we are doing Timberwolf and short-eared dogs. And then we have our August subscriber only. It's going to be a channel planning session. Basically, this is what's going on. This is where we're at, where we need to go, and get your ideas for potentially subscriber choice videos and lives. I'm not going to take as many viewer lives as I do videos. I have a tendency, though, to lose those. So those are going to be put into a file on my computer and not going on paper because I lose them. We have some really cool lives coming up. And also videos as well. I think I told you guys the videos for the upcoming week. I am not going to be doing Tuesday's video. It's going to be put into back into the drawing so that I can use that at a later date. Wow, I can hear the bugs. I'm guessing it's cicada. Can you guys hear that? Probably not, but maybe. Nice. The live I am most excited for. The live I am most excited for. I am bringing you guys not to the place, but we are going to be talking about the Grand Kankakee Marsh. And this is a habitat within the area that I live in the greater Chicago area, that was I'm going to say was larger than the Everglades, but has now been reduced in size greatly. So that is coming up. That will be towards the end of the month. I am super, super excited to bring you that. If I can get out there, probably not, but if I can get out there, I'll try doing a video of the area. But I don't think I'm going to get out there. Chances are pretty slim. But I will put it out on Facebook that I'm looking for video of it. And maybe somebody will be nice and send it to me. In fact, you know what? I'll do that right now. I don't think so. It is definitely something big, I can tell you that. I mean, it's a lot of them, but I don't think so. Also, um, at some point in the future, you know how you see people walking up to people and asking them questions? I'm going to be doing that. Maybe. And it's going to look like, hold on. It's going to be plants and animals. And basically, they'll get something like this. And they have to tell me what it is. If they get it right, maybe they get something. I don't know. But it's not going to be, that won't be for a while. So, yeah. Nice. Guys, I am going to sign off because I still have work to do. So I will see everybody later. Remember, you can always post if you want to communicate with me. You can post on the community page at any point in time. You can post pictures. You can talk to one another on there. That is why it is there for you guys to use. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.